This is our other fun board right here. It's called the 8-4 Turbo Spud. This one has a round pin, nice big longboard nose, concave deck. All the boards you can see is all dished out decks, and this board is super stable. Super stable. I say maximum at the demo we sent a couple big guys on these boards. We had 2 guys that tried it, was like 245. I think the other guy was a little bigger and no problem. Paddled in, paddled out, and just couldn't believe it. This board is like...
And floated them no problem too?
Yep.
Is this the one Bill Pratt got?
No, he got the 8.6 back tail. You can see how just crazy like these boards. I'm surfing this board also with a 5-fin system. It's a 4 FCS with a little mini squirrel tail, and this board's sick.
So when would you use this versus using the other one?
You can use this at basically any time, especially in, I would say, 4 to 5 foot days, sloppy, mushy days, and perfect conditions. Surfed at perfect conditions this morning, surfed it sloppy yesterday, and sloppy was just surfing on the reel. You get into any pocket, and you can work them up and down, no problem. So this is another great board.
So even if someone's a beginner, you think they could ride down?
Oh yeah, we had a lot of beginners trying them at the demo, but they just don't understand why the board's so small yet. But I think more for the advanced guys that's going to go out and surf and perform on the board, it'll be a big plus. Once you get going on the wave, it's like surfing a small surfboard. You can really throw this guy around.
So we got like a double concave on the top part of the tail or something,
yeah? All of our decks are dished out like this because of our kick pad. Our kick pad has a kick up in the center for your arch, and that gives your heel and your feet such a nice leverage on your turning.
That pad, like that.
Yeah. Lots of other guys don't have the kick pad, they just have the original flat pad, so you don't get that nice stability off the back end of the board. Okay, you guys everybody knows about the sub vector, the original sub vectors. This is the 9.3 sub vector made from our new manufacturer. You can also see that this board is crazy light. We get them in different colors. This one is with bamboo, with pink, full colored bottoms. So the original 9.3 sub vector in the new manufacturer, and the weight is just crazy. So you can see that. Hippolyte. This stuff is about 17, 18 pounds. So we had all these at the demo, and a lot of guys were impressed comparing to the original models that we had. The weight difference is probably by 8 pounds. So that's a plus when you're coming out of water and when you unload them and you load them on your car.
So the shape and design is the same?
Same mold. The same mold.
Okay. But different construction?
Yes. So a new feather core construction, composite.
And a new layup, because if you look at the top.
Yeah, these has the high density center diminishell stringer right up the middle. And the top and bottom is sandwiched by the bamboo and double layer over the rails. And that's the reason why these boards came out super light. So performance-wise, incredible.
And so they still got the same 9.3, 10.
We got the 9.3 and the 10.0 right now. We didn't get any of the 9.6s because we still have a lot of the 9.6s in stock in the original models. So we're still trying to get rid of those, let those go. Yeah, this is the 9.0. It's called the 9.0 Water Skate. This one is also a board designed for guys from 170 to 220 pounds. This one is 29 by 4 1/4. Super light, you can see that. And if you look at the nose on this board, Has a little more volume. Kind of stays wide up here and has a little more thickness up on the top. So, and if you look at the rocker is a little less. So that gives you a lot of speed going into the wave. You can get into the wave very early. You can see the rocker, real minimal, but just enough. So it's a super fast board getting into the wave.
So when would you use this one versus the MR versus the bat tail or the spud?
This one is an all-around, any type of wave, any type of conditions also, but I use this one in Queens, the Queens contest, 2 feet, 2.5 feet, and super fast. Pick up the wave way ahead, real early, and down the line, super fast. Tried it 6 feet, was super fast. I had a hard time because the board just created so much speed I couldn't really control the speed of the board. Other than that, it's an all-around board. I guess because of the lightness, it makes it a little harder to control the board because you pick up so much speed. And trying to do hard turns, so I like to turn hard. I don't like to just fake my turns. I like to bury my rails and bury my fins. So it's, sometimes when the board's super light, it's hard to really stick it. Yeah. And this board, I think this board more smaller waves, like solid 4 feet. I think this board would be incredible.
So 4 feet would be like a couple feet overhead kind.
Yeah. But any type of weak swelling 2-foot wave, this thing just, you'd be surprised what it does on a wave that you can't really do anything with. Like at Queens on a 2-foot day, this board just floats, man. It just flies all over the wave. This one here is probably one of our most popular boards. This was a 9-0 bat tail. Nolan Keolana, that's well known for riding. 26 3/4 wide.
That's a classic one.
This is our new manufacturer one, but the same mold. 26 3/4 wide. By 3 and 5/8 thick. But these are new manufacturer. We had all these boards made finished in sanded finish. But the new ones, the newer designs, they dished it out a little better on the concaves, on the tail. They V'd it out so much deeper. So it's we're gonna find out how Nolan does in the World Tour. So because he has one of the new ones. And one of our other new riders, this kid Nixon from Australia. So we have a couple of them up there to see what, hopefully can hold some ground on the guys. But yeah, we still have the 9-0 bat tail, and just a lighter construction. So the original construction that we had was averaging from 21 pounds to 24. These between 17 and 18 pounds. Okay, this is our new 14-foot V1, the original V1s that we've been racing the past 2 seasons. This board was redesigned. This is also from a new manufacturer. We just had the board just nipped up a little bit as far as the forward portion of the board where the nose got skimmed. We rounded it off a little more up on the front. We took off that hard edge. And we took off about almost 3.5 inches off of the nose, and we added a nice V on the bottom of the hull, and we got that nose kicked up. So the rocker's just so much better now. But other than that,
so this is redesigned then. It's not the same.
Just the front half of the board. Yeah.
And then what? They lost some weight, huh?
Yes, the boards. This board I think came out about 29 pounds.
29, wow, that's good.
Yeah.
And then this is the new one.
Yes, this is also the new manufacturer. Also.
This is Travis Grant?
Yes, this is the TGIF, the 12.6. You see the shape. You can see the shape of the board. The board's designed more for speed. You can see the minimal amount of rocker, made more streamlined speed. And if you look at the nose entry and the V on the front,
little bit different than the V1, yeah.
Yes.